it and
dude.
put it into the drunk drawer?
It's the 30s and 40s. There was no germs. Come on.
I guess not.
Mm-hmm.
Cut to recess. This is I double dog. Was it I dare you?
I dare you.
I
And then
double
he
dog
says,
dare you.
No, he doesn't say double dog dare you because he skips that.
Oh no! Yeah.
No. Sorry, he skips the next one. He says I double dog dare you, and then Ralphie's explaining what these mean, and then he
In like kid logic.
Yeah, like this is how it goes, and then he skipped. I triple dare you to. I triple dog dare you, and he's like, holy shit, he triple dog dared him.
He broke the rules.
Oh my god, he skipped it over. He went right for the throat, as he says, and he's just like, well, fuck. If he tells me I have to do this, I guess I have to do it now.
As his law.
Yes,
in the Child
this is
Kingdom.
true. This is very true.
So he puts his tongue in the pole, and
Guess what? It gets stuck. I have a bit of a story, because this happened when I was in school. One moron, and I feel okay calling them that because he bullied me. We were friends, and then he became a bully to me, so fuck that guy. I'm not going to say his name. Not that guy. But he literally, after watching this on television one night, literally went, it's not going to happen. It's not going to stick to the pole. So he fucking did it. And yeah, it got stuck to the pole. And then they didn't have to call the fire department or anything like that, which is what happens here.
I do like that all the kids are like, wow, fireman!
Well, they don't see them as often as we do. It's a small town. But yeah, so they actually, all they really had to do was just get one of the teachers just came out with a hot cup of water and just poured it on the pole and loosened it up and kids out.
But for dramatic effect, we call the fire department.
Well, they didn't know what to do then. So yeah, they pulled the fire department, and the fire department just goes, fuck it, we're not gonna heat up the pole or anything like that, which is clearly what you need to do in this situation. We're just gonna rip the kid's fucking head off.
Yeah, so when he gets back to class, his tongue's all
And not to mention,
bandaged.
you want to talk about what's messed up about holding the fucking teeth. When his mouth is clearly gushing blood, Miss Shields just puts her hand out to catch all the blood out of his mouth. This woman is my hero, because she is the bravest human being I've ever seen.
So yeah, and I love how she's just like, he didn't say who dared him.
And I love
how... those who know their guilt will... Jesus, whoa!
It's proof that fucking...
Shakespeare?
It's proof that Schwartz is a sociopath. Because she's looking at Ralphie clearly, and it's like, well, why the fuck did she think Ralphie did it, other than the fact that, you know, when everybody went to the window to see what was up, him and Schwartz fucking sat there. She's fucking staring at Ralphie, and Ralphie's, like, trying to look scared. Schwartz is fucking huge, giant grin on his face. That kid is growing up to kill people.
But she's super dramatic, super theatrical, and like, how dare you... Like, first off, you know who did it, because who's his best friends?
Yeah.
That's
like,
usually the culprit.
Yeah, like, there's only, like, 2 kids. We forgot to mention one of my favorite fucking lines of, like, this is the ultimate kid logic. As he's got his tongue stuck to the pole, the bell rings so that they all run in.
Oh, yeah, the bell rang.
The crowd goes in, and they just ask, he just goes... Like, Ralphie starts running, and then he's just like, well, you can't leave him. And he goes, but the bell rang! And then the fucking other 2 kids run.
Kid logic.
Kid logic, man. You gotta go.
But his... Go
Ralphie! Come on, man.
Like,
Go back.
So the teacher wants everyone to write a theme.
Yes.
Of what they want for Christmas. And Ralphie figures this is his moment to shine. If I write the greatest theme of all time.
She'll clearly tell my parents, and they will insist on getting it because it'll be the best theme in the history of themes.
Kid logic.
Well, to be fair, you know what? We'll get to it because I have a big complaint about the grade he gets.
We do meet the evil, the menacing.
Yes.
One of the worst Christmas villains, apparently, of all time.
Yes.
Scott Farkus.
He had green eyes. I swear to God, green eyes.
And his little toady, Grover Dill.
Mm-hmm. By the way, he didn't have green eyes.
No.
Didn't have green eyes.
No. But, you know, when you're a child.
Yeah.
And he just beats everyone up.
Ironically,
and then throughout the entire movie, it's intercut with them chasing them back
chasing
and forth.
them, and then, you know, like, just doing all the kinds of crazy things. In the book, originally, there is no Scott Farkus, it's just Grover Dill.
Oh.
Grover Dill's his little toady. But yeah, in the book, there is no Scott Farkus, which is a great fucking name.
Yeah.
Who names your kid Scott?
That's the thing, it's S-C-U-T. It's not Scott, it's Scott.
No, Scott.
Farkus.
This is why I can't have kids, because if I did, I'm totally naming my kid Scott.
Which, according to my wife, Farkus is Hungarian.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well, she's got that to be proud of.
Yeah, we got Scott.
You got
Farkus.
one.
Yeah.
Did she not say Scott was a name? Because I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I don't believe so. It's more of the last name.
God damn it.
He gets home, though.
Mm.
He's waiting for his little orphan Annie decoder ring.
Skunked again.
But no mail.
Which is what I'm trying to bring back after watching this again. I'm trying to bring skunked again.
The Bumbuses.
Bumpus sounds.
I'm assuming it's their, like, hillbilly neighbors.
Yeah. Because, like, they have apparently a metric fuck ton of dogs. We don't get an actual number because Ralphie says it's 785.
Yeah.
So it's just a random assortment of dogs that, as he says, ignore every other human being on the planet except for his old man. So they're just constantly causing him trouble. And I have questions
Running
about
into the
this.
house.
Yeah.
And everything.
And then he accidentally catches one of the dogs in the door.
Well,
and lets it out, which I'm like, there's no way in 1940 that guy's letting them out.
So the old man, he does win something because at the dinner time he was doing crosswords,
and he could win $50,000.
So he wins something. He doesn't know. He gets a telegram. He's like, he wins. I won. Well, it could be a bowling alley. Well, they're going to send.
How are they going to deliver a bowling alley? They could send a deed. I wasn't thinking they were going to send a goddamn bowling alley.
I do like he's like, come on, Bummer says, get your bite. Like he's giving them a free chew at his ass. He's like, get yourself some, come on.
Because I'm the fucking man now.
And then that's when he slams it. You see the ear in the door and the... get out
Judge,
of here.
you're right.
More dinner time stuff. Randy eating like a pig.
Well, because Randy won't eat. And this is the thing.
So Mother's solution is, how do piggies eat?
Yeah. To get him to eat something.
He literally face down into his trough. Now, literally, like, oh, God.
Now, to get the kid to actually laugh, his mother was off screen making fart noises.
Really?
Yeah, that's what was making him laugh. Because it is a legit kid laugh. To be fair, as gross as it is, it's fucking adorable.
Yeah.
That kid laughing is just joy in this world.
Randy's a weird kid. I do like my mother hasn't had a warm meal in years.
There was a time when I was very young that was my mother.
Because every time Mom is about to eat, can I get something?
Can I get some more? And I'm like, okay, my mother would not tolerate that shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a point, like, yes, she would absolutely go get us more if we needed it, but if my dad asked for something, and then she sat down and I asked for something, she said, fuck you, you're waiting. She didn't say fuck you, but she was just like, no, you're waiting. Because you're a dick by that point. Like, I got up, so ask me when I'm there.
So, he gets something in the mail. It's his award or his prize.
Yes.
I do like that he's like, well, what is it? And then the
guy's
like, I don't know.
He's just like...
And then he asks it again. He's like, he doesn't
so
respond. He just puts his arm up like, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, dumbass.
What part of I don't know didn't you understand?
I'm just the delivery guy.
Bring it in. All right, boys.
Yep.
Load it in. This huge fucking case. Fragile.
Which is how that word is pronounced from now on.
Must
as far
be
as
Italian.
I'm concerned. Must be Italian.
It's fragile,
honey.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
To be fair, I do have to catch myself now whenever I see that word and I have to explain it to somebody. Like, if I ever have to say that word.
Oh, no, I always say 100% of the time, fragile.
Yeah, but if I'm talking to somebody where I can't say that because they might not get the joke, I do have to catch myself.
Who hasn't seen this movie? Come on.
I'm sure they have, but I don't want to say it that way. If I'm talking to a legit, not a friendly.
So he opened... This is wartime.
I have customers, dude. I have customers. I have to be professional.
Fair enough. So he opens up the crate, reaches in. It's a big crate for what he actually gets, by the way.
Welcome to shipping in the early days.
I guess. And it's a major award.
Yes. You know what this is? It's a lamp, and it is the most hideous fucking lamp in the world, but I love every bit of it.
It's a leg with stockings. And Ralphie gets real close.
Now this is... Yes.
Ralphie puts his hand on it, he's like, wow. I'm like, Ralphie!
Okay, so I have a bit of a story. This is not my story to tell, but past guest, Aaron, who was on our Christmas episodes last year, he tells this story every year, because him and I get together and watch a bunch of Christmas movies, this be one of them. He tells it every year as if it's like the great disappointment of his life. His father had the opportunity back in the day to purchase one of the lamps used in the film, and didn't do it. And he will never let his father down. He was just, every year he tells him, like, I wish you bought the damn lamp.
Cut to them just, I guess, listening to Little Orphan Annie. It's 6:45. It's Little Orphan Annie time.
It's Little Orphan Annie time. I do like that through all of this shit, Randy's face is still covered in food.
Yeah.
And eventually she's just like, oh, God, Randy.
Just
gross.
Like I said, when you tell your child to literally eat like a piggy,
got to get some food in that kid's mouth somehow, or he will die.
Maybe wash his face.
Or maybe serve something else.
Cut to another dream sequence where everyone's theme is garbage. Yep. Garbage! F! All of you! F! F!
F!
Go!
F! This is F! Yeah. And even when she picks on, Ralphie Parker, she even rolls her eyes like, fuck this. And I do enjoy that his theme is in a folder. It's all nice. Like, he's patting the lily like you read about. And she opens up and just like, it's like, oh my god, this is why I started teaching. And
yay,
like,
plus.
Read this. Plus. A Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock in this thing which tells time. Oh.
And then it's all A+++++++. Everyone heralds him as a hero.
Yes.
As the greatest child who ever lived.
Yes, he's got the greatest theme ever.
And then we cut back to reality where he's just weirdly staring at the teacher, and she's like, "Thank you, Ralphie."
Oh, this is when this is when he gives her the gift, which best scam ever. The teacher getting gifts, and he gives her this fucking giant
everyone gets little fruit or whatever.
Yeah.
And he gives her a basket of
fruit. And he's like, I just thought you'd get sick of the same old stuff every time.
Which, you didn't buy that with your own money.
Yeah, where did that come from?
So, did you go to your mother and go, yes, I would like, in the state of Indiana...
Yeah, that's another question.
During winter time...
Yeah, where's this coming from?
To buy a basket of fruit.
Yeah.
In what can only be described as, I guess, the 30s or 40s, whatever.
My guess is...
Expensive.
My guess is he's telling the parents, like, you know what, she's dying, she needs fruit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how the hell he gets this.
So they go to get the family Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the old man's a haggler.
Yeah.
So he haggles him to, he's like, you don't want this, you want this tree, it's good.
And he shakes it for the, like, no, you don't
want this tree,
this off, and then I was like, oh, this is crap. And he's like, and then he grabs this puny one, and he's just like, it's a little small, don't you think? He's like, oh, you know what, this is garbage. He throws it away. And he's like, don't you have a big one? She goes, yeah, and he goes like, you're a man who knows your trees, I'll knock $2 off. And then they sort of go, I don't know. We were thinking of getting a fake plastic tree, which I had growing up. We didn't have a real tree until I was 20.
I've never had a real tree.
I did when I was 20. My parents did one once. I went home and they had a real tree. I was like, what the fuck, man? When did this start happening? And they're like, we lost the plastic one, so we had to do something.
Fair enough.
It's like, all right, that makes sense. And then, so he just he haggles him down by being like, I'll tie it to your car for you, too.
Deal.
Like, all right, deal. Gotcha.
Like he figured, like he won the transaction.
Mm-hmm.
So
which
going
he
home...
did, because I'm not doing that.
They catch a flat tire.
Mm-hmm.
So, being the old man...
He's got to fix the tire, and this makes him happy.
Because apparently he's in the Indy 500. I'm like, so his dream is to be in the pit crew?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lame one, but...
Not the actual driver, but the pit crew.
The pit crew.
All right.
That's where the action is.
Ralphie, go help your father.
Can I?
Like, that's the biggest moment of every young man's life, I suppose.
Yeah, and then I have PTSD when he finally gets out there, because this is exactly how it went every time I tried to help my dad with anything. Fucking Jesus Christ. Yep. He's just like, tries to hand it to him, and he goes like, hold this for me. No, not like that, not like that, like this.
Yep.
Is it ingrained in fathers' brains to say like this and expect you to know what the fuck you're talking about? Just ask. I need to know that.
Asking for a friend.
Just drives me nuts. And then he finally shows him what he means.
But then he smacks it out of his hand.
He's got all the bolts go everywhere.
And then, of course, he says, fudge.
Oh, fudge. Which, by the way, the actor actually straight up said fuck. And
really?
He had a great old time saying fuck like 30 times.
Yeah, because when you're a kid and given permission to swear, that's the best.
Yep.
But I didn't say fudge.
I said the word. Like the big one. The F dash word.
You go in the car with your mother.
What did you say? And then he says nothing. He's like, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. And he's dead.
And
he knows he's dead.
Yeah. He gets back in the car and he's silent. She goes, well, how did it go? And he's just fucking sitting there like, Jesus Christ. And
Do you know what your son just said?
Well,
I'm like, all of a sudden, he's just her son, I suppose.
Well, because she says something like 15 minutes. He goes, uh-huh. Do you know what your son just said to me? And then she goes, well, no. And he goes, Randy. So Randy pulls up and he just fucking says it. And she screams bloody murder. And I'm just like, really? Really? Okay.
Cut to Ralphie with soap in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a soap connoisseur.
I find Palmolive has a nice after-dinner taste.
So he has to give up somebody.
Did this shit ever happen to you?
No.
No, me either. All I ever got was my dad in his very, very loud, gruff language. Watch your language.
I don't even know if I was threatened with soap because you don't put soap in a human being's mouth.
I was threatened it, and with a lot of stuff with my parents, they threatened it, but we're never going to follow